Hi, everyone. Let me tell you something right now. This message isn't for the ones who want comfort, who want approval, or who want to be told they're doing fine. This is for the ones who are hungry. Not the kind of hunger that fades when things get hard, but the kind that burns when you wake up and keeps you up at night. The kind of hunger that makes you move when you're tired, that pulls you out of bed before the sun rises. If you're looking for easy, you won't find it here. If you want someone to tell you it's okay to quit, you're in the wrong place. This is a space for the ones who are ready to fight for their goals, for their future, for something bigger than comfort. Weakness bows to pressure. Hunger grows in it. The question is, are you here to be fed or are you here to feast? You say you want it, but how bad do you really want it? Wanting isn't enough. Everyone wants something. Everyone says they're tired of being average, tired of settling, tired of falling short. But most people want the result without the grind. They want the dream without the sacrifice. If you really wanted it, you'd be chasing it when it's hard. You'd be chasing it when you're tired, when you're broke, when nobody believes in you. One is cheap. It costs nothing to say. But if your actions don't match your words, your one is just noise. Real desire isn't loud. It's discipline. It doesn't talk. It shows. So ask yourself, when it's cold, when it's lonely, when it's not fun, when the crowd is gone, are you still pushing? Or are you waiting for comfort to return? You don't get what you want, you get what you're willing to work for when it hurts. This isn't just about goals or some checklist of wins. This is about your future, your name, your legacy. Every day you're writing a story with your actions, and one day that story is all people will remember. What are they going to say about you? That you settled, that you gave in when it got tough, or that you fought for what you said mattered. There's potential in you, but potential means nothing if it never shows up. It dies unused. You think you have time to get serious, time to fix it later? Time is not promised. And every time you delay, you push your future further into the dark. Stop gambling with your name. Stop playing small. You weren't made to be average. You were built with more in you. Now it's on you to bring it out. Not next week, not next year, right now. Your name depends on it. Everybody talks. Everybody posts. Everybody says they want greatness, success, discipline, but only a few are willing to bleed for it. And that's the difference. The ones who rise aren't the ones who say the most. They're the ones who suffer the most and still don't quit. It's easy to look motivated when the lights are on, when the music's playing, when the mood is right. But what about when nobody's watching? What about when you're sore, broke, exhausted, and defeated? Will you still move? That's where the separation happens. That's when the talkers fall away and the quiet ones keep climbing. You got to decide, are you in love with the image of success or are you obsessed with earning it? Because if you're not ready to sweat, to cry, to be uncomfortable for a long time, you don't want it. You like the idea of it, and that's not enough. You keep saying you want success, but let's be real. You don't want success, you want it easy. You want the rewards without the work. You want the lifestyle, but not the lifestyle that builds it. You want results with no risk, growth with no grind, victory with no vulnerability. What you're chasing isn't greatness. It's comfort disguised as ambition. That's why you start strong and quit fast. That's why you talk big and fall off the moment life pushes back. Success isn't showing up only when it's convenient. It's showing up when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, when nobody is cheering. Most people aren't lazy. They're addicted to comfort. They want the shortcut that doesn't exist. But comfort is a liar. It whispers promises and delivers nothing. If you truly wanted it, you'd be willing to face discomfort every single day, because the life you say you want only lives on the other side of hard. Don't lie to yourself. You don't need a plan. You need to stop running from the part that hurts. That's where it lives. There's a question you got to answer, and not with words, but with your schedule. Do you want success or do you want sleep? Because the two don't live in the same house. People say they're tired of being stuck, but they're not tired enough to do something about it. You can't chase greatness and comfort at the same time. If you're hitting snooze more than you're hitting goals, your actions already gave your answer. Look, you can't wish your way to results. You can't want it when it's easy and disappear when it's hard. The truth is, the grind doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. Success comes to those who show up before the alarm, who train while others rest, who choose discipline over sleep, not once but over and over again. It's not about being extreme. It's about being honest. You say you want to change your life, then show me your mornings. Show me the price you're paying. Because until then, you're just choosing rest over rise. Everybody wants to win, but nobody wants to take full ownership of the process. You're chasing the result, but running from the responsibility that creates it. You want to lose the weight, but not fix your diet. You want a better future, but still live like your past. You want respect, but not the self-discipline that earns it. You can't keep blaming the system, the boss, the timing. It's not them, it's you. And the longer you avoid that truth, the longer you'll stay stuck. Growth doesn't happen when you look for who to blame. It starts when you own your life, all of it. The wins, the losses, the habits you built, the ones you refuse to break. Responsibility is heavy, but it's the only thing that frees you. Until you take it all on your back, success will stay just out of reach. You don't get to pick and choose. You either carry the weight of discipline now, or you'll carry the weight of regret later. But either way, you're carrying something. Choose wisely. Desire is not enough. It's the spark, but if there's no fuel, it dies fast.
You can want something with all your heart, but if you don't have the discipline to back it up, it's like a car with no engine. It might look good on the outside. It might sound exciting when you talk about it, but it's not going anywhere. Discipline is the engine that moves your life forward. It's the boring reps, the early mornings, the saying no when everything in you wants to say yes. It's the choice to act when motivation is gone. Everyone's motivated for a week, but the disciplines show up when the feeling disappears. Wanting it feels good. Talking about it sounds impressive, but discipline is what makes it real. It's what separates those who dream from those who do. So stop revving up your desire without building your discipline. Until you fuel the fire with daily work, your dream stays parked. No movement, no progress, just noise, and noise never built anything. Work did. The mirror is the one thing you can't lie to. It doesn't care about your talk, your promises, or your potential. It reflects what you've really done, what you've given, what you've built, what you've avoided. You can tell the world you're working hard, but the mirror knows if you've been slacking. You can pretend you're making progress, but the mirror shows whether you've actually moved. There are no filters, no edits, no distractions, just truth. And sometimes that truth stings, but that sting is what wakes you up. You don't need another compliment. You need to confront yourself. The mirror isn't your enemy. It's your report card. It's your reminder that you can't fake your way to real results. If you don't like what you see, don't smash the mirror. Change the reflection. Get serious about your effort. Get honest about your habits. Stop explaining. Stop defending. Let the reflection push you instead of protect you. Because that glass doesn't care about what you say. It shows what you are, and it shows what you still refuse to do. Forget your goals for a second. What do your habits say about you? Because your habits are the real story. They're the script you're living, the truth behind all the talk. You can post about grinding, hustling, becoming better, but your habits will tell the truth before your mouth does. Are you up early or always hitting snooze? Do you finish what you start or leave things half done? Do you keep your promises to yourself or break them the second it gets hard? Your habits don't lie. They're the quiet choices that stack up into your reality. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your patterns. Every win or loss started with a habit you chose or ignored. So audit yourself. Look at your days, your calendar, your effort. Don't just say you want change. Build a life that proves it. You can want growth all day, but unless your habits are aligned, you'll stay in the same cycle. If you want a new life, build new habits. Because those small actions, that's who you really are. It's time to stop pointing fingers. It's not them, it's you. It's not the economy. It's not your boss. It's not your parents. It's not your past. It's not bad luck. The truth is hard, but it's simple. Your life is where it is because of the choices you've made and the choices you've refused to make. Blame is easy. Responsibility is hard, but responsibility is where the power is. As long as you're blaming, you're giving your power away. You can't fix what you won't own. Want to change your story? Then own every part of it, the good and the ugly. Own the missed chances, the laziness, the fear. Stop hiding behind reasons. They sound smart, but they won't move you forward. You can't grow until you say it's on me. That doesn't mean shame. It means strength. It means you finally see that the only thing standing in your way is you. And the good news, that means you're also the one who can change it. No one's coming to save you, but no one's stopping you either, except you.
You keep looking at other people, what they have, what they're doing, where they're going, but none of them are your competition. Your only real opponent is staring back at you in the mirror. That's who you've got to beat. Not the successful person on your feed, not your coworker, not your friend. You, the version of you that wants to quit early, the version that skips the hard stuff, the version that makes excuses. That's the one holding you back. You don't need to be better than anyone else. You need to be better than the person you were yesterday. That's the race. That's the fight. And it's the one most people ignore because it doesn't come with applause. But that silent battle, that's where champions are made. Every time you choose discipline over ease, you gain ground. Every time you push instead of pull back, you win a little more. And when you win that battle enough times, your life starts to change because the mirror never lies. And the person in it is the one you got to outwork. Success doesn't hand out discounts. It doesn't care how tired you are, how many obstacles you faced, or how badly you want it. It doesn't lower the price because you're struggling. Success demands pain, and it never goes on sale. If you want it, you pay full price every single time. That means pain. That means setbacks. That means getting hit and getting up again. Greatness is not some clearance item you find by chance. It's the reward for those willing to pay with sweat, with tears, with effort nobody sees. People want success to feel good. They want it to be inspiring. But real success is gritty. It's uncomfortable, and it will test every part of who you are. If you're not hurting somewhere along the journey, you're not doing it right, because the pain is the process. It's the proof. And the moment you try to avoid the pain is the moment you step off the path. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for a version of this that doesn't sting. That version doesn't exist. If you want the reward, you've got to be willing to bleed for it. That's the price. Pay it.
Think of success like a purchase. If you want it, you've got to pay for it. And the currency isn't talent or talk, it's discipline. Discipline is what you spend. Pain is what you get back as the receipt. Every early morning when you don't feel like getting up, every time you show up when nobody's clapping, every moment you keep going when quitting would be easier. That's the transaction. You give discipline and life gives you pain as proof that you paid. Pain isn't punishment. It's proof that you're in the game. You're moving. You're investing in something bigger than comfort. Most people want success without the receipt. They want to skip the cost, but you can't fake the process. The real ones know pain is part of the deal, and it's not something to avoid, it's something to accept, because it means you're doing what others won't. Discipline is what makes you move forward when nothing feels good, and the pain that comes with it, that's the confirmation that you're not just dreaming, you're building. So when it hurts, don't run. That pain is the price tag, and you're buying something worth every ounce of it. Let's stop pretending the path to success is glamorous. It's not. It's early mornings when the world is still sleeping. It's silence when your phone doesn't ring. It's rejection after rejection and still showing up with fire. It's saying no when others say yes. It's walking alone because the crowd stopped caring. People think success is loud, but most of it is quiet. It's the reps nobody sees, the sacrifices nobody thanks you for. It's grinding when it's boring. It's trying again after failing 5 times. That's the path. And it breaks most people, not because they aren't good enough, but because they expected something easier. If you want to stand where few stand, you have to walk through what most people avoid. That means being uncomfortable. That means losing sleep. That means being misunderstood. But that's the test. That's what separates the ones who talk from the ones who take it. So if you're in the middle of it, if you're tired, if you're doubting yourself, if you feel alone, you're probably doing it right. This isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to shape you. Don't fear the path. Walk it. Because only the strong finish it. Everybody says they're hungry. Everybody says they want more. But saying it and showing it are two very different things. Are you really hungry, or are you just pretending because it sounds good? Because real hunger shows up in actions, not in words. Real hunger doesn't need a spotlight. It doesn't care about applause. It's quiet. It's early. It's painful. It shows up when it's hard. So ask yourself, are you willing to bleed for it? Are you willing to lose sleep, to fail in front of others, to be uncomfortable for as long as it takes? Or are you just putting on the outfit of a grinder, hoping no one notices you're not really doing the work? This journey doesn't reward the ones who talk loud. It rewards the ones who go silent and still keep going. It rewards the ones who are willing to get cut up by the climb and still keep reaching. You can't fake hunger. The truth shows in your routine, in your decisions, in your pain. So don't tell the world you want it. Show the scars. Show the blood. Because if you're not bleeding, you're not really chasing. You're just pretending you are. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it kills what you could become. It's a soft pillow that whispers, "Stay here, you've done enough," while your future slips further away. Comfort doesn't shout. It lulls you. It wraps around your potential and slowly squeezes the hunger out of you. Every time you choose what feels good over what grows you, you trade greatness for ease. And the worst part, you don't even notice it happening. You think you're fine. You think you're resting. You think you've earned it, but you're flatlining. You're letting your best self die slowly in the name of peace. Growth doesn't happen where it's easy. It happens in the stretch, in the discomfort, in the work that makes you question yourself. Comfort is clever. It convinces you that staying the same is safer than becoming more. But you aren't made to stay still. You aren't built to settle. Every dream you got will suffocate if you keep choosing what feels good instead of what moves you forward. Comfort may feel like safety, but it's slowly stealing everything you could be. Easy is a lie. It promises peace now and delivers pain later. It says take it slow while time races ahead. It tells you there's always tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't guarantee anything. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you're stacking regret on your future. Rest has its place, but most people are over-rested and underdeveloped. They confuse healing with hiding. You think skipping the grind now will make your life better, but what it really does is make your life smaller. You avoid pressure today, but pressure will find you later in the form of missed chances, faded goals, and quiet disappointment. What feels easy now turns heavy later. What feels hard now builds freedom later. That's the trade. You can't rise if you keep laying down. You can't grow if you keep backing off. You can rest when the work is done, not when it's calling you to rise. So ask yourself, are you pressing snooze on your life, or are you rising ready to fight for what matters? Because comfort won't lift you. Only the hard road does. Ask yourself this, what has comfort ever built? Not just talked about, not imagined, but actually built. Comfort never built an athlete. It never built a leader. It never built a legacy. Every breakthrough you admire was born in pressure. Every great story started with a struggle. Comfort is the opposite of progress. It's the quiet killer of dreams. You think you're doing okay because things feel stable, but stability can be a trap when it means no movement. You weren't made to settle and define. You were made to push, to build, to stretch. Growth happens in tension. Strength is forged in stress. When you stop chasing comfort and start chasing growth, everything changes. But you've got to stop thinking comfort is a reward. It's not. It's a warning sign. It means you've stopped reaching. It means you've stopped demanding more of yourself. So when life feels too easy, ask yourself, am I growing or am I coasting? Because the truth is, comfort never built anything that mattered. Sweat did, struggle did, and you've still got more to build. If it's easy, it's probably empty. That's the truth nobody wants to hear. The things that come fast don't last. The rewards that cost nothing mean nothing. Everybody wants the shortcut, the hack, the fastest route, but none of that builds the kind of strength you need to hold what you're asking for. Easy doesn't teach you, it doesn't shape you, it doesn't demand anything from you, and that's why it leaves you empty. You don't remember the days that were easy. You remember the ones that almost broke you but didn't. You remember the fight, not the comfort. You were built to endure pressure, to rise through difficulty, to earn what matters. And anything worth having will test you first. It'll ask, are you serious or just interested? Will you keep showing up when it's hard, or will you fold when the shine fades? You don't get strong by avoiding the struggle. You get strong by embracing it. So if the path feels too easy, ask yourself, is this actually leading somewhere or just keeping me busy? Because ease doesn't fulfill you, challenge does. Time doesn't wait for you. It doesn't pause while you figure things out. It doesn't slow down because you're unsure. Time punches. It hits hard while you hesitate. Every second you spend doubting, delaying, or dreaming without doing, time is landing blows. And the worst part is, you don't feel it until it's too late. You think you've got space, but time's moving whether you are or not. Every day you sit still, time keeps stacking missed chances, untapped potential, and wasted days. Time isn't some soft background rhythm. It's an unstoppable force. And it doesn't care how old you are, how tired you feel, or how valid your reasons sound. You can't beg for more of it later if you waste it now. The people who win in life are the ones who understand this punch and use it as fuel, not fear. You either learn to move with time or get knocked down by it. Choose wisely, because it never stops swinging. Every single day you're in a fight with time, and you're either using it or it's using you. There is no middle ground, no pause button. Time doesn't sit politely while you scroll, sleep in, or drift through your days. It's working for or against you every minute. Look at your day, your habits, your choices. Are they building you or breaking you down? Because time doesn't care how you feel about it. It moves, and if you're not moving with it, you're falling behind. The truth is, the life you want isn't waiting around. It's being built or buried with how you spend your hours. People don't lose to failure, they lose to wasted time. You either grab control of your schedule or become a slave to distractions. You either decide where your time goes or it disappears into things that won't matter in 5 years. Every day is a tool or a trap. Every hour is a step or a stall. So ask yourself, are you in charge or are you being dragged?
How many years are you willing to trade just to feel comfortable today? That's the real question, because every time you choose the easier option, every time you delay what you know you need to do, you're not just wasting a moment, you're trading a piece of your future. You're giving up what could be just to stay the same. Comfort doesn't feel like a thief, but it steals more than you think. You don't notice what it's costing you until the years are gone and the opportunities are dead. You say you'll do it later. You say you'll start when things feel better, but time doesn't hold your spot. Life moves, and the longer you wait, the harder it is to catch up. So ask yourself, how much of your future are you spending to stay comfortable right now? Because you can't have both. One has to die, and every excuse you make is another year you'll never get back. 4. One day becomes never. You don't get forever. Died in 50 words. One day is a lie. We tell ourselves to feel better about doing nothing, but one day becomes never, and you don't get forever. You keep thinking there's time to start, time to change, time to grow, but the days keep passing while you stand still. You say you're waiting for the right moment, but that moment isn't coming, because the right moment is now, not next week, not when things calm down. Now, every delay buries your dream deeper. Every hesitation gives life to regret. You don't run out of dreams, you run out of time to chase them. So stop waiting. Stop lying to yourself about later. Later is a thief. It steals chances, it steals greatness, and it never pays you back. Your clock is running. Your shot is right now. If you don't move today, you may never move at all. So rise now, act now, push now, now. How bad do you want it, really? Not when it's easy, not when it's exciting, when it's painful, when it's lonely, when it feels like nothing's working. That's when the truth shows. You say you want more, but are you willing to bleed for it? You say you're hungry, but do your actions match your words? Because the truth is, wanting it isn't enough. Everybody wants it. Few are ready to suffer for it. Few are willing to pay the full price. This isn't about hype, it's about heart. When the feeling fades, when nobody's watching, when quitting feels easier than continuing, how bad do you want it then? That's the test. That's the mirror. That's the final line. And you're either going to prove it with your grind or keep pretending with your mouth. You've been waiting for the right time, the right mood, the perfect moment. But here's the truth. The world's not waiting for you. It's moving fast. Opportunities are passing. Time is fading. While you second guess, someone else is taking your place. While you hesitate, someone hungrier is working. And the clock isn't slowing down to match your fear. Nobody's hitting pause while you build courage. Life doesn't care about your delays. It rewards the ones who act despite the doubt. So stop assuming there's more time. Stop acting like your future is guaranteed. It's not. You don't get forever. You get now. And if you keep standing still, don't be surprised when your dream belongs to someone else. The world's not waiting for you. Why are you waiting on yourself? This is it, the line. The place where you decide who you're going to be. You can cross it and grow, or stay behind and stay the same. There is no in between. This line doesn't care about your potential. It demands proof. It demands movement. It separates the ones who talk from the ones who do. You say you want to change, then step. You say you want more, then move. Because if you stay where you are, you've made a choice too. A choice to settle. A choice to keep living under your limits. This is the moment that will echo. The one you'll look back on and say, that's when everything changed. Or, that's when I backed down. This is the line. Cross it, or stay the same. This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Everything you faced, everything you've learned, everything you've survived, it led here, to this decision, to this shot. You can let it pass. You can talk yourself out of it, or you can rise. You can burn every excuse, silence every doubt, and step into the fire. You don't need permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You need guts. You need heart. You need to decide that this is it. No more waiting. No more hiding. This is your moment. Make it loud. Make it real. Make it count. Because moments like this don't wait. They move. And if you're not ready to move with it, then step aside. But if you are, then go. Now.